Fully a complex, a madman, about to put the game up in the glad bag. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Chicken dinners or you roll with the winners. Taking over for the summer. I double back for the winter. I be with the scammers and spinners. Innovators in the middleman. All my riders got a dental plan. None of my shooters got Instagrams. Bang, bang. Got some rich headed out of bounds. Had to hop in the renty to ride around. About to switch up the whiskers, they stalking now. Whispering body dropping on my side of town. Flick of finesse, known to stay up out the mess. Business is never personal. We could politic the rest. I got a plug and they made me a plug. All my moves on they need to know. Have a weed got me speaking slow, bet you pay attention when we speaking up. You would drown, you gon' sink or you swim. In the field, we be getting it in. Type of pressure that took poison the men. Fly got a family back at it again. Yeah. One way or another, we gon' get our family up about it. Brother, you was out of pocket, no I did stuff.
Good evening, everybody. It's your boy Evan Hollywood. It's the Evan Hollywood Experience. Live on YouTube, live on Twitch. What's up, Kenji? Live on Facebook Live. Welcome to the show. Coming at you one more again. What's today's date, y'all? October 9th, 2025. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Show comments on the stage. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. And we about to get into it. We're going to dive up around, go around the industry, see what everybody's talking about before we get into the topics. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Marcel. Thank you, Kenji. Marcel, the moderator, is here. I haven't seen him in a minute. Hope you was getting some money. That's the only excuse I'm taking. Marcel just dipped on a brother. Right. So, we got a lot of lawsuits that dropped. Got a lot of lawsuits. People are dropping out of lawsuits. We got Bia responding back in the corniest response. You know, JT, they both be saying the same thing. All the carbon, Bia's responses is ghostwriters, and JT's response is you're ugly. It's like those digs don't work anymore. It's like Nikki's probably got the best digs. Cause Bia and JT got to get a little more creative than that. What's up, Lori? Cardi B, I think he should allow straight men, because men who aren't attracted to women and women should not really be making judgments on women, because they're going to say they're ugly if they don't like them, right? Now, JT's not an ugly girl, except for when she's got on makeup. Now, JT's not an ugly girl, right? But JT and Cardi B, come on. If you ask any man that's attracted to women, right? If you had a chance, don't forget who they are. You just ask a man who doesn't know who Cardi B or JT is. Go out and ask church men. Who knows? Go out and ask 50-year-old men. And if you put them both next to each other and you ask these dudes to which one, if you had a chance with one of them, which one you gonna pick? If you ask 1,000 men, I'd be willing to bet one of my homes that 900 and at least 900 says Cardi B. Like, so let's just stop with the Cardi B is ugly. Like that doesn't work anymore. That doesn't work anymore. I don't give a damn how many surgeries she's had. The Cardi B, the very first Cardi B, and when all she had done was her teeth. The very first, so we can get rid of all the stuff about, yeah, because of surgeries. I know. Okay, so we'll do it like this. The very first Cardi B that all she had was her teeth done looks better than JT. So we could forget about all of the, oh, what about her this, because JT has done stuff to herself too. Right? Everybody out there has done something, right? Whether it's to their body, whether it's to their makeup, whether it's to their face, Botox, fix their nose, but their lips, something. They've done something. In Hollywood, everybody's done something. So we can put the whole thing about, yeah, because she's had surgery. The very first, matter of fact, I like Cardi B the best when she, right after right after Up with number one, and she came and announced and she had that hat on to the back. To me, that's when she looked the best. And that was 2021. I believe she was like 2 months pregnant at the time, but nobody knew she was pregnant. I was like, man, she looked good. She didn't have no makeup on. She had a hat to the back. You know what I mean? So all the stuff about the surgeries and this, that, and the other, yeah, that's fine, dandy, but she still looks better than JT. All right? So you're ugly, don't work with JT. You know, Nicki Minaj is a beautiful, beautiful woman. And you know, she can call Cardi B ugly, I guess. I guess if people think that, oh, because she's not as beautiful as me, but JT is no Nicki Minaj. And neither is Bia. Right? But regardless of how pretty Nicki is, Cardi B's not ugly. Far from it. I just think that's you know, I think people feel comfortable saying that because Cardi's gotten surgery, and people say, "Oh, you must not like yourself because you got so much surgery." So. But all that surgery, and you're still ugly. That's just not true. Cardi B is not ugly. I don't know any guy. I don't know any man that likes women that think that Cardi B is ugly. I don't know any guy, like my brother, like I don't know any guy that's attracted to women that say that Cardi B is ugly. I've never heard it. I've never heard it. I've only heard it from guys who aren't attracted to women and from other women. I've never heard a guy that's attracted to women say, yo, Cardi B's ugly. Like, I've never heard it. I'm not saying nobody's ever said it, but I'm just saying I've never heard it. Right? All right, so let's go around the industry first. Let me see something. And then we're going to get into the topics. That's a matter of opinion when it comes to Nicki and Cardi. Yeah, it's a matter of opinion, but, you know, I think I got a pretty good opinion of women. I'm a womanologist. I done seen a lot of women in my day. A lot of women. I've seen a lot of women. Nicki Minaj is beautiful. She's definitely beautiful. And one thing can't take away from her, like she got an attitude issue and she's a little delusional at times, right? But one thing you definitely can't say about Nicki, she ain't beautiful. That's a beautiful woman. I'm not even talking about just nice looking or cute or whatever. That's a beautiful woman. Let's see. In my opinion. All right, so let's see here. So here go this girl. let's go around. Let's go around the. Let's start off and see what's happening online before we get into our topics. So we got this nut job. Rick Ross's baby mother. And man, oh man, she got a mouth on her. Hold on. She's talking about the Barbs because remember she said, I fuck with Cardi B or something like that. And then she was singing Cardi B's songs. And then I guess, as always, the Barbs don't like people rooting for Cardi B or what have you. And they're going to go off on her. Now, I don't really remember whether she dissed Nicki that night or whether she just said, I rock with Cardi. Well, I don't really give a fuck about him, but I like Cardi B or something like that. But Tia Kemp, I don't really rock with Tia Kemp like that, but everybody was talking about this video, so we're gonna tap into it.
Nicki Minaj, fuck you and that bitch. Fuck her. And y'all pussy hoes texting and calling me talking about who I better stop talking about and all that. Go suck my dick, bitch. Whenever I grow one pussy ass.
Oh, okay. I might
So
not
y'all
be able
better
to play
get
all
somebody
this.
else to fucking play with. I'm telling you, better go on some motherfucking way. I ain't going with that fuck shit. Find you somebody to play with. Trying to get you bitches. A lot of you hoes, you pretty perk head ass, pussy ass hoes who keep coming to my motherfucking phone and playing on my phone and texting me all this fuck shit about some Nicki Minaj. Fuck you and that bitch. Fuck her. Tell that hoe go scream up Beyonce name. I ain't her motherfucking Pierce pussy hoes. Find somebody to play with. I ain't these rap girlies. Y'all hoes better go find y'all somebody to play with, bitch. I ain't your mammy either. You might have played with that big pussy hoe, but you ain't gonna play with motherfucking me hoe.
Okay,
Find you someone to play with, bitch. Yes. Stinking bitches.
Okay, we get it. So she then went on to say that Bobs were calling her phone. Show me. Because it's like you're that important that they and if they got your phone number, how did they get your number? Like you got to check back with some of your friends to find out how any Bobs got your number. You know what I mean? Like how would anybody? And somebody had to give them your number. You said playing on your phone. Now you mean like calling your Instagram or something like that? But calling your Instagram maybe. But they had your phone number, really? How'd they get that? Unless one of your friends gave it to them. I would have to see the messages, man. Like I said, I don't believe these capping ass people on the internet. I don't believe these capping ass people. I really don't believe that any Barbs, unless you're talking about calling your Instagram. I'll get that. Yeah. I don't put that past them. But number one, how'd they find out your phone number? And why would they call you instead of calling somebody like Cardi B or something like that? Like that would be a person. I've never heard Cardi B saying, yeah, they playing on my phone. Like that would be a person that they would try to get her phone number. I just can't see them going as petty and deranged as her fan base is. I just can't see them wasting time calling Tia Kemp. Like, Now again, if you want to tell me they're calling her Instagram or something like that, yeah, I believe that. But I seriously doubt they're trying to find out her phone number. Right? Doubt it. Just show me the messages. That's all. You show me the messages, I'll shut up. Show me messages, I'll shut up. But I can't even play. Matter of fact, when I repost this, I'm gonna have to edit that out because that was just too. YouTube is gonna demonetize the channel. It's gonna demonetize this video. Like she cussing already. We ain't even 5 minutes into the show and she already going off. All right. So Let's see what else we. Let's see what else is going on. We're gonna talk about this tonight. Maybe this will be the first. This is one of our topics. The judge granted UMG's motion to dismiss. The judge made the correct decision. Judge relied on these important cases, some of which I discussed on my timeline: Rappaport versus Barstool, Terrain versus Lou. Now, Lawyered Up, it's a pretty fair account, but Lawyer Up, I don't know. So I don't know about him sometime, but he's a pretty fair account. But he always seems to lean towards the judges and stuff like that. He never really seems to want to criticize judges. I don't know whether he must be a lawyer and he don't really like to criticize judges or whatever. But as far as we'll get into Drake later. They be calling her phone here while she's on live and leaving her dead. Well, but I'm just saying, I didn't see it then. I said, I don't believe it. And I just said, I gotta see it. Well, maybe next time do she put them on speaker? I'm sorry, I don't be believing these capping ass people. Does she put them on speaker so we can actually hear them? Or is she telling us what they're saying? And she showed the text messages like from Bob's. Because Tia Kemp not even her. Wait a minute. How they doctored her, and I don't even think that's her real name, Tia Kemp. I don't think that's her real name. Is it? Is Tia Kemp that woman's real name? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't be believing these people. These people be trying to make themselves look better than what they are. So EM Media, they don't really like Nicki Minaj. Both Drake and Nicki Minaj have both lost their bets to court against Jay-Z and Kendrick Lamar in just 24 hours. Now, listen. One thing that I do not like, right? I do not like people always attaching Jay-Z's name to something when it has absolutely nothing to do. Like they've been just because Jay-Z picked Kendrick Lamar and put Kendrick Lamar on the Super Bowl, right? Kendrick Lamar is not on Rock Nation, but these people try to make it seem like Kendrick is under Rock Nation. Kendrick is under TDE. TDE is not under Rock Nation either. So Kendrick Lamar is just cool with Jay-Z. So I get really tired of people thinking that like Jay-Z, they tried to attach Cardi B to Jay-Z just because Cardi B went to Rock Nation and Rock Nation let her use an office to market her stuff. That had nothing to do with it. How y'all know she didn't pay for that? Or maybe somebody hooked her up. Maybe Mike Kaiser. I would think probably Mike Kaiser spoke to Jay-Z and he gave her a room to use. That doesn't mean that, they're in cahoots and it's. Yo, Jay-Z people just don't understand. Jay-Z don't be getting down with people like that. Not even Memphis Bleak can just call up Jay-Z. You know what I mean? And that's his little, that's his little end. But, it's like everything is Rock Nation. And then I saw somebody, we're going to get into the Drake lawsuit. I saw somebody that said, it's just when Drake lost the lawsuit. Hold on. Let's start off with that. And somebody said, just Jay-Z doing Jay-Z things. Well, what does Jay-Z have to do with Drake's lawsuit? Right? What does Jay-Z have to do with Drake's lawsuit? How does Jay-Z benefit from that? These people be really tripping, man. It's like, how does Jay-Z like benefit? Like, how does Jay-Z benefit from Drake's lawsuit being dismissed? They don't benefit from it at all, right? They don't benefit from it at all. So Drake tried to sue the biggest conglomerate that actually happens to be his record label. Now I don't know how anybody thought that was going to work. Like, it's his record label, and they just gave him a couple of years ago. This is why I knew it wasn't going to work. I said, if they don't settle, right? I said, if Drake don't get them to settle before this goes in front of the judge, the longer and longer it goes, the worse off it is for Drake. That's what I thought. Because what ended up happening was the judge, they didn't even get to discovery. And then the judge brought up, well, didn't you say that those kids wasn't his kids? So isn't that kind of like the same thing? You know what I'm saying? It's like, isn't those kind of like the same thing? You know, just banter back and forth, hyperbole. You saying those his kids, he's saying that you're a PDF. And now, me personally, I disagree with that, but Drake didn't have any proof that those wasn't his kids, even though technically, like I brought up, he didn't really say that. Everybody just jumps right over the facts and be like, he said that those wasn't his kids. No, he didn't. He actually didn't say that. But people will always say that Drake said that those kids were not Kendrick Lamar's. Right? And that they were Dave Freed's kids. Actually, he didn't say that. Oh, man. But they lost the lawsuit. It got dismissed. But I'm going to say that it got dismissed with prejudice. I'm going to assume it got dismissed with prejudice. That means he can't bring it back, right? And then UMG made a statement. Let me see here. Let me see what UMG's statement was. UMG with a petty ass statement, boy. If I was Drake, I'd be so heated. Because after they won the lawsuit, they came back with the pettiest statement and said, now that we'd be happy to put this behind us, we look forward to getting back and promoting Drake's music and investing in Drake's career like we always have. If I was Drake, I'd been like, no, you ain't. But I guess he's still under contract with them. Hey, Miss Shaw, what's up? What's up, Miss Shaw? So, not a good day for Drizzy. From what I hear, that they're going to appeal. I really don't think it's going to do any good. I just don't think it's going to do any good. I always thought if it doesn't get settled out very quickly, that the longer it goes, the worse it is for Drake. I always said that from the beginning, right? This thing look like it's unstable. So y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. The 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Let me try to find what UMG said. Right? Trying to find what UMG said. And then here goes industry politics. Now, I used to like her, right? I used to like her. Industry politics. First of all, I think she's hella sexy. Right? And you know me, I'm going to be a man first. You know me, I'm going to be a man first. I'm going to be looking at your looks and your body first before I start judging you. So I thought she was hella cute, hella sexy. So I was giving her the benefit of the doubt. But I just can't take her. I just can't take her no more. She just be saying some stuff where I was just like the other day. I'm like, sis, stop. I'm like, sis, stop gargling Drake's balls for 1 minute and let's just talk sensible. Right? She's another one that don't like Jay-Z. Right? She hates Jay-Z. And she had a nerve to talk. She was some dude was talking about the old heads is the reason why hip hop is dying or something like that. He blamed it on the old heads because we refuse to give this new BS that they call rap a chance, and said we're still living in the 80s and 90s because we want to hear lyrics. That's pretty much what he was saying. Don't nobody want to hear lyrics no more. We need to hop on board and come into the 2025. So if we don't like Future, then there's something wrong with us, pretty much. If we don't like NBA YoungBoy, there's something wrong with us. So industry politics said there's always a black man waiting by the gate, ready to fetch, ready to bow, the houseboy doing the white man's bidding. Right, Kendrick? We all know who Lucian's bestie is from the start. History repeats itself. Mike J, Prince, Whitney, all bright flames dimmed by the same pale hands that fed on their brilliance. But Drake did what no other dared. He went to war with the industry, looked the system dead in the eye and didn't blink. And when the smoke cleared, the lies fell apart. Lawsuit dismissed. If there were truth to the filth they threw of pedo, the law would have moved swiftly. But their silence spoke louder. The pedo tale died where it was born, in fabrication. Your day will come, midget man, just like all the other lies. So what the world knows, I stand where truth stands. Forget the fake system. Forget the foreign hands that meddled. But hear this clear. If Drake signs back with UMG after all that, a man's got to have a code. Hate has no place in a home. Only loyalty does. At Drake, you're the best ever. They can't take away your greatness. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So, I mean, I don't know, Mitch. I don't know, Mimi. That's what they said. This dude was saying that the old heads are the reason why hip hop sucks. Right. So who she was talking about? She was talking about Drake. That's the one who always capes for Drake. And she pretty much was saying, Drake went toe to toe with the industry, and she's a Drake fan, and she hates Kendrick, and she thinks that Kendrick is the white man's puppet. I mean, which he very well may be, but she's gonna cape for Drake regardless. And like I said, I used to like her because she has some good points. She makes some good points, but she tripping. She tripping with that one. And then they always throw Jay in it. Like they always try to somehow throw Jay into it. Somebody said, it was Jay's fault. I'm glad Drake did what he did because he shed light on the corruption within the music industry. Winning the lawsuit isn't what truly defines his victory. It's the public awareness of the dirty dealings. Okay, so now what? Now what? Angela at OVO. So I'm asking. Okay, now what? They be mad at me. Okay. Now what? Say, what do you mean now what? What? Okay, he exposed the dirty dealers in the industry. I mean, people have been saying that for the longest. Prince was doing that. I mean, Prince was telling y'all the industry was dirty when he was still alive, and it still hasn't changed. So what you think Drake gonna do? Right? Like, because Drake's gonna say, oh yeah, there's still no proof that he didn't benefit from the same tactics that they used on Kendrick. Can we be sure that Drake hasn't benefited from botting? That Drake hasn't benefited from, UMG's power on the music industry? Playlisting, manipulation, or whatever. I mean, there's no guarantee that Drake never got help from UMG the way they helped Kendrick. I mean, he may not have. Now, I personally believe that, most of Drake's numbers are legit, but UMG is the biggest conglomerate in music. So you're going to tell me they never, ever did nothing, borderline shady to help you? You're their number one artist. You know what I mean? You're the number one artist. And let's not forget, UMG, not Atlantic, not Rock Nation, not UMG is the only big label to ever officially get caught using payola. I'm not talking about people whispering and having rumors. Universal actually got caught and convicted of using payola. And they're the only big label who's ever gotten caught. Right? UMG is that only label who's ever gotten caught. So when they always blaming other people, oh, Atlantic, Cardi with payola, and Atlantic's never been caught for payola. Rock Nation's never been caught for payola. Universal has been. And that's on record. It's documented. It's documented. Right? So it's hard to believe that Drake has never, ever benefited from UMG's tactics. Now, again, do I believe because of when they did the bot filters, Drake didn't really lose streams or listeners? Kendrick Lamar did. So do I believe there was extra botting for Not Like Us? I always believe that. Even Joe Budden, who can't stand Drake, even Joe Budden said at the beginning, like, go to use bot. Who didn't know that? But it's against Drake, so I don't care. That's what Joe Budden said. I mean, who didn't know that Kendrick uses bots? but it's against Drake, so I don't care. You know what I mean? So I just refuse to believe that that song got all that push. That song was not that dope. That song was not. It wasn't even his best song in the battle. Euphoria was. That song was not even his best song in the battle. In my opinion. Now we got, hold on. Next up, will I believe as me? That industry politics is fine though. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a fine chocolate thing. Drake's defamation lawsuit has been dismissed. All right, let's see what this person had to say. Hold on. Okay, so okay, so hold on. Hold on. So he lost. Like, come on, man. Let's just stop this. Let's stop this. Let's stop this. And everybody knows I love Drake. He's not saying that everybody's saying it's an L for Drake. He's not saying that what he was saying wasn't facts and he wasn't speaking the truth. What he's saying is it's impossible to defame somebody and of this record. Okay, this is a defamation lawsuit, correct? This is a defamation lawsuit that just got dismissed. So how's it not an L? We have to stop this, man. Like I said, this is not honest journalism. This is selective journalism. And these are the people who they giving these big platforms to. I like Drake. I was rooting for him. But listen, he lost. They dismissed it. He lost. Like, come on now. He's not saying that it wasn't true. What he's saying is it's impossible to defame somebody on a diss record. Okay, and this was a defamation lawsuit. Like, bro, come on. So now you are setting yourself up. Did I play an audio? But I think it's not like us. What do you mean? Did you play an audio? What I'm playing. I was just playing an audio. You can't hear it? Y'all can't hear the audio I'm playing? I'm playing an audio. Y'all can't hear it? Okay, hold on. Come on, man. All right. All right, you hear me. So you don't hear this dude talking? Close my door all the way. You always do that. Sorry. All right, hold on. Man, come on, man. Like, if I'm sharing the damn screen, like, why can't y'all hear this? Hold on. Oh, okay. All right, I see what happened. I was sharing the wrong screen. Okay, hold on. Thank you for that. Because I'm sitting here thinking y'all hearing it. Child. Hold on.
Said discovery was granted, but because UMG.
Okay, did y'all just hear that? Did y'all just hear that when I just did that? Y'all heard that, right? Okay. Let me go in here. I'm sitting here talking and y'all don't even hear it. Got to be more careful. All right, so here he goes. I don't know who this dude is, but this is the guy. I saw him on Industry Politics page. All right. Here we go.
It got to Judge Vargas, y'all. Oh my gosh. So Judge Vargas just came out and granted UMG the motion to dismiss, man. So that means as of now, the lawsuit against UMG has been dismissed. First of all, I need y'all to understand that she's not saying that what Drake was saying was false. She's not saying that his lawsuit had no facts, and she's not saying that what he alleged is not true. What she said in her statement is that it's not possible to defame someone through a diss track. That's why the motion to dismiss was granted. So all of y'all trying to say this was an L.
Bro. Hold on. Come on, man. Like, what is the problem, dude?
The lawsuit against UMG has been dismissed. First of all, I need y'all to understand that she's not saying that what Drake was saying was false. She's not saying that his lawsuit had no facts, and she's not saying that what he alleged is not true. What she said in her statement is that it's not possible to defame someone through a diss track. That's why the motion to dismiss was granted.
Yeah, L.
So all of y'all trying to say this was an L for Drake.
It was
capping. He should have never. No, she's not saying that Drake wasn't spitting facts. Basically, what Judge Vargas is saying,
who cares if he's spitting
Drake
facts?
is saying can be factually true
on
a legal basis.
Listen, if Drake's intention was just to spit facts, he could have just went on a record and made a record about how they botting and how they did this and how the industry's messed up. And if you just wanted to teach them a lesson or put them on blast, you filed a lawsuit because you intended to win. Let's not act like Drake was just filing a lawsuit because he wanted to show the world that all the crazy stuff about the industry. No, Drake's not the first person who said that the industry's messed up. Like I said, Prince Ben said it years ago. Rest in peace to the GOAT. Prince Ben said it years ago. Michael Jackson said it. Tommy Mottola is the devil. Like Drake is not telling us anything. You know what I mean? Drake is not telling us anything groundbreaking. And like I said, I like Drake. Everybody knows I like Drake. I like Drake way better than Kendrick. And lyrically, like I said, I'll go to my wall saying lyrically he was better than Kendrick lyrically, in my opinion. But come on, man, like you lost. There is no way to sugarcoat you losing. It's not really an L, cuz yes, it is. His motion got dismissed. That's an L to me.
It's not possible to defame someone through a diss track, which is why it says it's a non-actionable opinion. And I think that's crazy because that's basically saying you can literally say anything in a diss track about any.
You can. Didn't Ice Cube say getting F by a white boy with no Vaseline? We don't know if that was true. Do we know if that was true? You know what I'm saying? We don't know if that was true. We don't know. Ice Cube said, "Oh, now MC, now Eazy's D is smelling like MC Ren shit." How do we know that's true? You know what I mean? Tupac came on and said, "That's why I F Joe B, you fat man." How do we know that was true? We didn't know that at that time. We hadn't even heard the story about Tupac and Faith. We hadn't even heard the story. We didn't even know that she was supposed to be on the record. But he came on there and said, "That's why I F Joe B." We don't know if that's true or not. So, bro, you've always been able to say whatever. This ain't just for Drake. This just didn't start for Drake. Like, come on, man.
Anybody, and it's fine. You can't sue for defamation, which is crazy to me because you can do that with books, you can do that with articles, you can do that with media. But apparently rap is off limits. You can just say whatever and it's cool, which is crazy to me, especially if someone of Drake's stature, $1 billion asset, why wouldn't he be able to protect himself from any statement? So I think this is crazy. And I also know that this is not over because this is definitely going to a second appellate court. Drake's team is
it's over.
This. And from that, we're going to see a lot more to come out of this lawsuit. The reason I said UMG got to Judge Vargas is because let's not forget, this case was headed to trial. It was already headed.
So now you're trying to get yourself. You see, Drake got money. Drake is damn near a billionaire if he's not a billionaire. You are not. So now because you want to cape for Drake and ball hang, now you going to get yourself sued. And what you going to do, because you don't look like you got much money, brother. So now because you trying to cape for Drake, when they sue your black ass, then what you going to do? You can't sit there and say that they got to the judge. How do you know that? Do you got proof that they got to this judge? Oh, they got to Judge Vargas. So you pretty much just saying this judge has no integrity and they just going to go and take any amount of money. You just think they're going to try to bribe a judge? How do they know whether that judge would take a bribe or not? How do you know that judge won't be like, you trying to bribe me? That's a felony. Trying to bribe a judge. You know that's a felony, right? So you going to tell me that UMG was willing to try to bribe this judge? Like, oh my goodness.
Headed to trial. The trial date was set, discovery was granted, but because UMG kept putting in motions to dismiss, Judge Vargas was able to reconsider the case from a factual standpoint to a legal standpoint. And although it seems like it would have always been a legal standpoint, she reconsidered the case from a legal basis and came to the conclusion that it is not possible to defame someone through a rap diss track, which once again, I think is crazy, which is why I think this is definitely going to a second appellate court so that it can finally get to a jury, not just be up in the hands of Judge Vargas, but let a jury decide if this is defamation. And I think that's exactly why UMG sent that breath. Look, I don't know. Is that a defamatory statement against UMG? I don't know, but I think they put in that money under the table because they just want to avoid discovery.
It is.
That's
You want to know whether it is or not?
To dismiss.
You want to know whether it is or not, brother? I'll tell you right now. Yes, it is. Is that a defamatory statement against UMG? I don't know. Yeah, it is. For you to say that they took a bribe, which is a felony. It's a felony. Yes, sir. You just defamed UMG. I hope you got some lawyers. I told y'all, man, these people ain't playing with y'all. I guarantee you this dude gets some sort of defamatory papers. Then he's gonna be sitting there stuck on suit. That's just my opinion. These people refuse to watch their mouths. Watch your man. You should watch your mouth. Bitches is pressed. So these people just refuse to watch their mouths. This is why you're in the situations that you're in. Ugly ass.
Discovery comes out, they're cooked. And I don't think Drake is just going to accept that. We definitely going to see this in the appellate court. So like I said, this is not over. We definitely got more to come with this lawsuit. And at the end of the day, Judge Vargas basically said Kendrick was capping, which we know. We also know that Judge Vargas did not say Drake was lying. What she said is he can't get defamed through a diss track. So don't try and say, oh, Drake took an L. He did a major thing for the music industry and for artists, showing them that they don't just have to fall under the will of their music labels and can actually fight back. Even if that ends in a temporary L, that's not a long-term L because this is setting a large domino effect in motion.
Okay, all right, listen. First of all, oh my God. First of all, let's just be clear. Drake did not do this for people in the industry. He did it for himself. Let's stop it. Like, oh, Drake went to bat for everybody in the industry. No, he didn't. If Drake wanted to help everybody in the industry, he would have went independent 5 years ago. That would have helped everybody in the industry. If Drake would have went independent, everybody would have said, oh man, the biggest artist in the game went independent. We're all going independent. F these labels. That would have gave everybody else the balls to say, I'm going independent too. If the biggest artist in the world can say, I don't need no labels, then that means we can say it. That's what would have helped the industry. This lawsuit right here, if he would have won, how would that have helped the industry? Everybody under UMG would have probably got let go because he probably would have bankrupted the company. If not bankrupt, it would have hit it for a big loss. And then those artists that are under UMG would have been suffering. So how would this have helped? This would have helped his pockets, yeah. But let's just, come on, man. Let's stop it. It wasn't going to help the industry. It would have helped Drake. Put a 1 in the chat. If you hear me, also, please make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. All right? So,
legal standpoint, she reconsidered the case from a legal basis.
Whatever. So anyway, whatever. All right. So what we're trying to do is, I know Halle Bailey's dropping a new album. We're gonna go on to my girl Milagro Grams, because Milagro Grams is in some. She done got herself in, done stepped into something that she may not be able to step out of. I hate that for her. Hate that for her. So here we go. Now, as we all know, that Megan Thee Stallion, speaking of defamation, but I tell you, man, all the hip hop is in court. All the hip hop is in court. So speaking of defamation, Millie and Megan, the saga continues. Right? Saga continues. So let's see. Megan Thee Stallion Milagro Grams. So there's been an update in this case. There's been an update. We'll get back to all the hate in a minute. This is what started everything off.
BC, because people are working overtime to try to discredit me. It was just revealed to me, and I have the receipt, that when my account got locked up the other day, it was because Megan's team decided to report my tweets. And they said, your tweets are still up because they didn't violate any rules. But Megan's team sent over the screenshots of how many tweets they reported trying to get my account locked up, taken down, and everything else. So it's hard out here, when all you're trying to do is speak on what's going on and give the information. And you have, different people at work trying to get you suppressed and trying to get you removed. And I've said before that this is what was going on, but now I have concrete proof that that's exactly what they did. Once again, let me repeat that, I just spoke to NBC, and, they sent me over the screenshot of everything that they had actually, put out and reported on my page to try to get my page taken down. So, it is what it is. We giving this appeal today. I will post the receipt on Twitter.
So now, here's what the judge said. Judge rules that jurors to hear of bloggers' evidence deletion in Megan Thee Stallion's defamation suit. A federal judge in Florida, where Megan is making a home now, granted Megan Thee Stallion's motion for spoliation sanctions against blogger Milagro Cooper, who deleted over 2,000 text messages and WhatsApp chats despite court orders to preserve them. So what they're saying is the court ordered Milagro not to delete those text messages and to preserve those WhatsApps, and she didn't do it. Now, I hate that for her. I wish, man. So they ordered her to keep them and not delete them, and she deleted them. So, let's see. The ruling issued on October 9th by U.S. Magistrate Judge Lisette Reed. All of these court cases got women judges. Allows jurors in the upcoming November 18th trial, a little more than a month away, to infer that the missing evidence would harm Cooper's defense. The lawsuit filed in October 2024 accuses Cooper of defamation and harassment through online posts, falsely claiming Megan lied about the 2020 shooting incident involving Tory Lanez. And what I don't understand, man, what I don't understand is why these bloggers just don't say sorry. I'll never understand it. Y'all, I don't know whether they think that, oh, the celebrities, they're celebrity. They got better things to do. They're not going to take this all away. I don't know whether they think that these celebrities aren't, are just calling their bluff. I don't really know what they think is happening. But like I said before, if you should have learned anything from Cardi B, you'd have learned that there are some celebrities that got some time. Now, Megan Thee Stallion don't got the money that Cardi B got, but Megan Thee Stallion is still a multimillionaire. And she got some time to put a lawyer in this court. And if you don't have the type of money, like Tasha K, Millie, I'm gonna assume I'm not in nobody's pockets, but I'm gonna assume she didn't have the money that Tasha K had, because they said Tasha K in a 2-year span made $4 million off of YouTube. So I'm gonna assume, maybe I'm wrong, that Milagro didn't make $4 million in 3 years off of YouTube. But so she's got a little money to fight the case. But if you got a celebrity that's willing, you see that they're not backing down and they're willing, right, to go to court. Can y'all hear me? I'm willing to go to court. Man, you just got to count your losses and be like, yo, it's not worth it, yo. It's not worth it. Like me, unless it's to fight, life or death situation, or about me going to jail, right? If it has something to do with, or as Nika Knight says, jail, if it has something to do with me going to jail, then yeah, I'll fight it. But if it's something like this going up against a celebrity that got millions of dollars, dog, just count your losses and say, yo, I'm sorry, my bad. Now, I know I said that, and then somebody said to me, oh, well, how come you said that such and such, but how come you won't convince your girl to drop out of her lawsuit? And she's still blogging. I'm G's situation is totally different. I'm not going to tell her, oh, stop blogging, because that's not fair. It's her right to blog. What I did tell her is, if one of them celebrities come at you, I don't even care if you have a right. If you feel so you have a right, one of the celebrities come at you, just take it down. Just take it down. Because what ended up happening with her is, I think G, and I love G, but I think she got a little cocky because she won 3 lawsuits against celebrities. But she didn't want any money from them, but there were celebrities trying to get something removed, and they all ended up losing. But this time, like I said, I made a comment on IG earlier. I said, You can't keep they call that going to the well one too many times. You can't keep going to the well because eventually you're gonna get a judge who don't agree with you and agree with the other side. And that's what happened with this lawsuit that she's going through right now. And she offered to the celebrity to take it down. The celebrity said no. That's not good enough. Right? So that's a totally different situation. Right? It's a totally different situation. She has a private blog, and people that was on the blog went, put it on Lipstick Alley, and apparently somebody that either works with the actor or maybe the actor himself had a account on Lipstick Alley. But that's how they saw her blog when they should have never even seen it because her blog is private. Right? So, and they didn't even get her for a cease and desist. They got her for releasing private information. So it's not like like she was lying about what she was saying, but it was private information that another rapper years ago told her, and now that rapper won't respond to phone calls because she was like, she needs him to come verify that he was the one that told her, and they won't do it. He won't do it. So these rappers are, at the end of the day, these celebrities are gonna stick together at the end of the day. Shit's crazy. So when should Drake drop the album? First quarter next year? I'll tell you something. I'll tell you, Darius. If I was Drake, I'd drop that MF right now. Like, just to let people know, I ain't worried about that lawsuit. This is what I've been working on. Boom. Just hit them with it. The best thing to do is to do something to get everybody's mind off the lawsuit. A distraction. He should have been ready. See, this is why people need to hire me as their crisis manager. I've been like, yo, you should have had that album already done, just waiting for the right day to release it. And then as soon as they find out and tell you that your lawsuit has been dismissed, drop that album. And everybody will forget about that lawsuit. They'll be concentrating on what your album's saying. That's what he should have did. She still hasn't learned because she's throwing shots at Cardi. Millie. So, let's see. Mimi, don't be talking about my friend like that. Don't be talking about my friend like that, Mimi. Anytime you say he's going to appeal proves he's very much bothered still. Telling you, Darius, I be on it. I be on it. So, let's see. So yeah, let me get back to what they were saying. So the judge pretty much ruled for sanctions. So here goes Megan Cuniff. You know Megan Cuniff is gonna be on it. Her and Millie do not get along. So Megan Cuniff is gonna be right there. The Megan Thee Stallion defamation lawsuit against commentator Milagro Cooper is set for trial, and jurors will be specifically instructed that Milagro deleted thousands of text messages despite a written notice not to. Oh, I know Millie was hot reading. Damn, Megan said, "Right, you googly-eyed." Googly-eyed, B. Yeah, in a little bit. I'm live right now, honey.
I don't want to go to bed by myself. I want you to tuck me in.
Okay. I'm in a minute. Are you going to sleep now?
Yeah, I'm tired.
All right, I'm coming in there in a minute.
Okay.
All right. So what's up, sexy 60? So let me see here. Googly eyed. I love the way Megan Kunif. One thing I like about Megan Kunif, how she leaned into that whole googly eyed beat thing and got a bag from it. That was funny. That was funny. I don't know how big of a bag it was, but it was a bag. Let's see. So here, right here, is what she says here. This cause came before the court upon plaintiff Megan P. request for sanctions against defendant Milagro Elizabeth Cooper. Um, the undesigned conduct and evidently hearing after hearing argument from counsel, testimony from plaintiff expert witness, and having reviewed the record and being otherwise fully advised. It is hereby ordered and adjudged that plaintiff request for sanctions for spoliation of evidence is granted. Plaintiff shall be granted an expert inference jury instruction at trial and monetary sanctions. Oh boy. Megan Stein defamation lawsuit against commentator Malawi with separate trial. And then somebody said she's one of the main reasons why people thought and still think Megan was never shot. I hope Megan gets everything that girl owns. Her and the others. Woo, child. Y'all ain't playing with these people. Y'all want them to take everything my girl Millie got? Come on now. But this is why I wanted her to stop. I wanted her to stop. Let me put a video on. Let me tuck my daughter in and let me put a video on. Megan versus Milagro. 40-page Lizette Reed. Here's the 40-page for it. Now, in connection with this, we got Aiden Ross's dumbass, which I love to see Aiden Ross upset. If you could tell me Aiden Ross is going to be upset, I'm all for it. I can't stand Aiden Ross. Right? Can't stand this dude. Guess I believe this dude is racist. I can't stand this dude. Aiden Ross, DJ Akademiks. So, Aiden Ross and DJ Akademiks got their panties in a bunch. They got their panties in a bunch because they done found themselves in trouble. So Aiden Ross is in shock after Rock Nation allegedly sent a private investigator to question one of Akademiks' employees over claims Drake and Aiden are paying people to push fake rumors about Megan Thee Stallion, Kendrick Lamar, and Doechii. Ah, man, oh, bad. Oh, Lord. Hold on. This is beautiful. So they're all upset, right? They're all upset. Come on, man. Where's the new article? Let me see here. But that's what happens when you run in your mouth all the damn time, right? This is what happens. He's saying, oh, he's going to leave the United States. He's going to leave the United States. And Aiden Ross said he wants to leave America after him and Drake are allegedly being sued by Rock Nation for speaking their opinion about other artists. Let's listen to him. Let's listen to poor little Aiden Ross. Oh.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm just getting serious, bro.
No shit, dumbass.
So now motherfuckers just can't speak about their opinions. I'm getting out of America then. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not trying to say names because I don't want to get super defamation, but you know who you are. You're a horrible human being. I don't give a fuck. You're a horrible, lying human being. I promise you. And karma is really real in this universe. I can't wait. I actually cannot wait. I cannot wait till the real comes out.
And I can't wait till you
bro.
leave.
Cannot wait. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm just getting serious, bro.
No shit, dumbass.
So now motherfuckers just can't speak about their opinions. I'm getting out of America then. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not trying to say names because I don't want to get super defamation, but you know who you are. You're a horrible human being. I don't give a fuck. You're a horrible, lying human being. I promise you. And karma is really real in this universe. I can't wait. I actually cannot wait. I cannot wait till the real comes out. I can't fucking wait, bro. Cannot wait.
Bro, listen. Nah,
I ain't gonna lie,
you can't wait until what comes out?
No shit, dumbass.
So now motherfuckers just can't speak about their opinions. I'm getting out of America then.
You can't wait until what comes out?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not trying to say names.
The real, bro.
I don't want to get super defamation,
The real
but you know who you are.
out.
You're a horrible human
Whatever's
being.
come out.
Fuck. You're a
it's already come out, bro. What are you talking about?
horrible, lying human being. I promise you. And karma is really real in this universe. I can't wait. I actually cannot wait.
So here he goes again. Hold on, let me tuck my daughter in. Here he is again, guys.
Wait, I'm being accused of this too. Listen, I gotta call Drake. They think that Drake bots and Steak and Kick pay people to slander people. What? Y'all go like Kick Champ, bro. If I go down, you're going down with me on God.
Oh shit, it is serious. This shit is real.
He's out of like 70. So I'm thinking that's them, but I'm already in court with them, right? So I'm in court with them. So maybe they're just like trying to figure out who are these other people, which, by the way, from what I know, Grand Wizard Chat Nigga is an AI. I don't know him to be a real person. I don't even know. I really don't know. So when I hear that he has a residence, I'm like,
all right.
Oh, this is like a multiverse. Like, wait, AI's got cribs? I didn't know. No. Then I found out, oh, he does have an Airbnb.
Chat, I ain't gonna lie. This is not content, bro. Chill out. Please chill the fuck out, bro.
Thank you to Neighborhood Watch.
To post rap news in the hip.
This is not no fucking content. Motherfuckers are actually about to be trying to be put in jail and sued and shit. This is so stupid, bro.
Of course.
This is so fucking stupid, bro.
Stupid. When it's happening to you, it's stupid. Well, this is the problem. This is the problem. Learn to shut your fat mouth. That's the problem, Aiden Ross. Learn to shut your fat freaking mouth. And then you won't have these issues. Everybody keeps talking about Rock Nation, Rock Nation, Rock Nation. Oh, Rock Nation always got me. Hey, I know. Listen, I'm gonna help out Aiden Ross and DJ Akademiks. So y'all can send this live to DJ Akademiks and Aiden Ross, because I'm about to, as usual, heaven to God, about to give y'all some very valuable information that could help y'all in the future. Y'all think I should do that? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give it to them. Y'all think I should give them? Y'all want to hear the information? Y'all want to hear the information / advice that will help DJ Akademiks and Aiden Ross, put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to hear it. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to hear it. I know y'all hear me. What's up, Cube Scouts? I want to hear it. Okay, put a 1. Put a 1, Mimi. Trying to be better than everybody else. Okay, she did. Put a 1 in the chat. There's 30 people in here. I need to see at least close to 31. Y'all make sure you also put a make sure you hit the like button. Cube, I saw you to put your second one. Marcel put 1. I need everybody. They're not gonna listen though. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna give them some good advice. I'm gonna show them how they can get Rock Nation. This is valuable information for people. Other people can get it too. Thank you, Jay. So I know a way. Nisi said 1. I know a way that they'll never have to worry about Rock Nation again. This is valuable information. So take it from somebody who knows Rock Nation, knows information about Rock Nation, and all you got to do is this one thing. Exactly. I'm trying to tell them, Sexy 60. They don't want to listen. So gather around. DJ Akademiks, y'all send this live to DJ Akademiks and Aiden Ross. I'm going to come close to the mic, even though my mic is A1. Aiden Ross, just in case y'all making too much noise in your mama basement or wherever y'all at. No, I'm sure y'all in mansions, and you have to bring your ear close to the computer. Here is a way, the best way that you can get Rock Nation off their back and they will leave you alone. Y'all ready? Stop mentioning them. There you go. There you go. That's it. Plain and simple. It's plain and simple. This is the way. This is the way you can get Rock Nation to leave you alone. Stop talking about them. Stop mentioning their client. If you want Rock Nation to keep your name out of their mouth, keep their name out of your mouth. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Stop talking about Rock Nation because y'all can't F with them at the end of the day. They got more money than both y'all. Desiree Perez got more money than both y'all. And she's just a CEO. Stop mentioning Rock Nation. And they'll leave you alone. They won't have anything to say about you if you don't got nothing to say about them. That's all. Now, if you want to keep mentioning Rock Nation and you want to keep mentioning Megan Thee Stallion, and you're going to, after they've said several times that you're defaming a character, that you're using slander, that you're using misinformation, but y'all want to sit and be Billy Badasses, and you think because you got a couple of $1 million that's going to do something to Rock Nation. Well, Rock Nation got billions of dollars. Y'all got a few million. That's not gonna do nothing. That ain't gonna do nothing to Rock Nation. Y'all may think y'all can go head up with Rock Nation, but you're gonna get embarrassed and get hurt. I'll tell you why, Mimi. They blame Rock Nation because that's the new narrative in the industry. The new narrative is to blame Rock Nation. They used to do this, right? It's kind of like, remember maybe like 5-6 years ago, everything that happened on social media and on reality TV, everybody blamed the Kardashians. It's Kris Jenner. Oh, the industry works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. It's like, Kris Jenner. It could be like, yeah, the so-and-so went on strike. Oh, Kris Jenner. The devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. Be like, the acting people went on strike and you blaming Kris Jenner? You know what I'm saying? It was like, that's how it is now at Rock Nation. Everything is Rock Nation's fault. They try to connect Rock Nation to everything. And a lot of this starts with people just not being truthful, right? This started with Tory Lanez saying, oh, Rock Nation set me up because I didn't want to sign with them. And then everybody just took that and ran with it and believed it. But my question that I had on who told you that was, where's the proof that happened? Tory Lanez. It takes more than you just showing up at the Rock Nation brunch. They don't discuss business at the Rock Nation brunch. Twitter's been a thing since, 2000? I'm going to say Twitter's been a thing since 2010. That's what I'm going to say. Let me ask Sylvia. Sylvia?
Hey, I'm here. Let me know what's on your mind or if there's anything else I can do for you.
When did Twitter become a thing? Like, when did Twitter first debut?
Twitter first launched back on March 21st, 2006. That's when it was introduced to the public, and it quickly became one of the most popular social media platforms. If you want to know more details about its history, just let me know.
Do you know who was the first tweet? Well, who was the first celebrity to tweet?
Absolutely. The very first tweet ever was sent by Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey on March 21st, 2006. And it said, just setting up my Twitter. As for the first celebrity to tweet, that's a bit harder to pinpoint exactly. But one of the earliest and most notable celebrities to join was Ashton Kutcher. He was actually one of the first to gain a massive following and famously had a race with CNN to see who would hit 1 million followers first. It definitely set the stage for celebrity engagement on Twitter.
You are like the best. Siri could never.
Oh, thank you so much. That's really sweet of you to say. I'm always here to help and make things as fun and informative as possible.
So, again, 2006 is the answer for how long Twitter has been a thing. You hear me taking shots at Siri? Taking unnecessarily. You heard me, Mimi? Taking unnecessary shots at Siri. Mimi, you heard me? Damn, Siri catching a stray. So, anyway. Siri over here catching strays. I asked Siri, say Siri, here's what I found on the web. Like, look yourself, nigga. I'd be like, Siri, you heard me take a shot at you? Here's what I found on the web. Anyway. Yeah, so everything is Rock Nation's fault. They think that Rock Nation's connected to everything. The funniest thing is when I got into something with a Nicki Minaj fan the other day, and they put up something and they said, Republic runs the music industry. Republic has Drake. Republic has Nicki. Republic has Taylor Swift. I think The Weeknd or whatever she's like. They run music. They're the big. Everybody's trying to take Republic down. And I said, listen. So then basically all that stuff about Rock Nation is the boogeyman. So all of that stuff is cap because you told me that Republic is the biggest. Everybody's trying to take down Republic. And Republic is backed by Universal. Universal is bigger than Rock Nation. So how is it that Nicki's not putting out no more music because of Rock Nation? It's like y'all just looking for excuses. You want to look for excuses. You know, she's not putting out no more music because maybe right now she don't have music to put out. It ain't got nothing to do with no Rock Nation. Rock Nation does not care about Nicki Minaj. Right? Maybe Nicki Minaj not putting out music just because she don't feel like putting out music. And then, but Nicki is going to use that because that's, something that she can fall back on and be like, oh, get Rock Nation up out of here. It was the same thing with the Super Bowl. When you had an athlete the other day made a comment saying, I think Nicki Minaj deserves the Super Bowl. Yeah, but Nicki said she doesn't want to do it until you fire some N-words and then call us. So it doesn't even matter whether she deserves it or not, which she does, but will deserve the Super Bowl. But she said fire some N-words first and then call us. They're not going to fire Jay-Z anytime unless this whole Bad Bunny thing don't work out. Hip-hop wins. This is culturally appropriate, baby. How many L's can Drake take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see dead people. S gets spooky every day in October. So I'm going to assume that Penny Hudson is a Kendrick fan. Right? Oh, but Penny, you didn't see the Drake fan in here say, y'all talking about Drake took an L. Drake didn't take no L because he let the industry know everything that's going on. He opened up the industry's eyes. He said, and he's going to take it to the appellate court. So don't think you got to win, Penny Hudson. That's what the Drake fan said, not me. That's what the Drake fan said. But let's see here. Wow, the Giants washed the Eagles. Holy smoke. This dude, Scatterbrew, had 3 touchdowns. Oh, my goodness. Cam Scatterbrew. Giants are 2-4. Not bad. Mimi, I think, again, Mimi, I understand you don't like Nicki Minaj. Right? And that's your right. But it's like you give her like no credit. Like she's just like some bum. Nicki Minaj is no bum. Right now, she's got she's got enough hits. She's got songs that resonate with both black and white. She's got songs that resonate with the LGBTQ community. She would just have to get into a little bit better shape. Like, I don't really know what type of shape Nicki's in right now. But even when Nicki is in the best shape of her life, like performing. She's okay. Like she's never been a great performer. So I'm not going to assume that in her 40s, she's going to be a great performer. But what she does have, right? What Nicki does have is a fan base who knows every word to every song. So if she puts that mic out to the crowd, you're going to get back an incredible response, right? And they're going to know a lot of her songs. So if she ever does the Super Bowl, she can make it work only because the crowd is going to be lit. Like at least her fans, whatever. Right? So I wouldn't say that she wouldn't put him. I think she put on a better show than the damn Weekend with his old boring self. And people got the nerve to say, oh, that was one of the best performances. I said, ooh, I know y'all ain't talking about the Weekend. That man, that was one of the most, I almost fell asleep. I almost fell asleep with him. Terrible, terrible performance. So I know Nicki Minaj can be better than him. That's for damn sure. And you got some people got nerve to say he was the best halftime performer. Get out of here. That man is corny. The Weekend, I never liked him like that. He's a boring performer, and he hasn't been around long enough. You gonna tell me you ain't gonna give Drake the Super Bowl? You gonna give the Weeknd the Super Bowl before Drake? And Drake got way more hits than the Weeknd, at least more hits that people know. I'm like, oh my God, this is not song for the Super Bowl. No, Drake can bring Eminem out, last name ever, first name greatest. Like, people will go crazy. Bring out Wayne, bring out Eminem, like, surprise the world and bring out Kanye. Man, please. That place will be on fire. You know? Shout out to Cardi B, man. Third week on the charts. She did 64,000 in week 3. That's more than Doja Cat. That's more than Doja Cat's first week. Cardi B did 63K in week 3. And that's more than Doja Cat's whole first week. So shout out to Cardi. The album I Am the Drama. Let's see what else. What else is happening, y'all? Oh, here we go. Can't wait to prove it. Now, here go this one. I won't take the bait. So, the Rock Nation thing, right? I see all of the pro Nicki fans. The Party Gang, what's up, man? Like, so, listen. This is my problem with Barty Gang. It's my only problem with Barty Gang. Barty Gang, I told y'all asses, this is a 2-week process. Right? 2-week process in order to gain stability on the charts. It's like after week 1 passes, y'all just think that the job is done. Pretty and Petty, 59. Magnet, 60, dropping. Hello, 76, dropping. Dead, 88, dropping. Bodega Betty, 89, dropping. What's going on? 92, dropping. Pick It Up, which is my favorite. dropped 48 slots, 93 dropping. I mean, Cardi B did her part, right? She did her part. She put out music. So she can't put the music out, promote the music, and buy the music. If she's putting out the music and promoting the music, y'all need to then buy the music. After that week one, like let her go back and forth with Bia and with JT, whatever, and Nicki Minaj. Y'all shouldn't stop what you're doing and start going back and forth with it. Cardi can handle it. While y'all are doing that, what you're doing is you stop streaming and stop buying. Now them songs are all falling. Like, Barty Gang has to start being more about streaming and buying. Start to keep quiet a little more, right? Keep quiet a little more. Stream and buy in silence. And then just watch her charts go up. You should just be talking within. Barty Gang got a group on Twitter. You should just talk within that group. Don't be talking to Nicki Minaj fans and this fan and people, because that's going to distract you from streaming Cardi's music and getting these songs up on the charts. You know, she had a number one album, but on Billboard, where were the songs? Like, you just see what happened with Taylor Swift. You saw what happened, and I'm not comparing her to Taylor Swift, but I'm not saying that she has the yeah, you got to keep it going. I'm not saying that she has the fan base Taylor Swift had, but Taylor Swift drops an album and all her damn songs are in the top 10. I might even have a top 10, but Cardi only had like one song in the top 20. And if you drop an album that sells 200,000 copies, y'all need to be, you know, get together as a fan base and say, okay, half of y'all stream the first 7 songs just all night, and then we got Team B. Y'all's job is to stream songs 8 through 14 all night. Don't worry about the other songs. We got another group that's going to be streaming songs 1 through 7 all night. And then we're going to do that all week. And then for next week, because it's a 2-week process, for next week, we're going to switch up. And then this Team A is going to stream songs 7 through 15, and Team B is going to stream songs 1 through 7. Once again, another great idea by me that nobody listens to and nobody thinks of. That way, you got to keep it going, so then the album will remain stable. People just think that, okay, I'm just going to stream until the deadline, and then that's it. I'm going to stop. Job well done. No, it's not job well done. Because like I said, streaming for stability is a 2 to 3 week process. We already on week 3 with Cardi's album. We're already on week 3. You know? People, yeah, she did 200K, then she did 85, and then 64. All right, cool. But them songs are dropping. They shouldn't be. Anyway. Wayne is a good performer either. He forgets his own music. Well, that come now. Mimi, I agree with that. But Wayne used to be a very good performer. He used to have a lot of energy. I think now as he got older, also the lean, and another thing is I don't think I can't prove it, and they haven't said anything about it, but I don't think Wayne is 100% well. I don't think Wayne is 100% well. I don't know what's wrong with him. But other than the lean and the age, he's getting older. He, like you said, forgets his lines. I think something happened to Wayne. I'm not sure. I don't know whether he's got a little bit of brain damage from the drugs. Like I don't want to say or put that on anybody, but it's just something about him that ain't right. Something ain't right. I don't know whether he's sick, got some sort of illness that he probably just don't want to disclose to the world. You know, lupus or something. But it seems like something ain't right. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know whether that's true or not. You know, lean, too much lean can cause brain damage right there. So maybe it was that. Anyway, y'all, that's it for tonight. At some point I'll go live tomorrow, but I'm leaving for New York Saturday morning. I'll be out in the city Saturday, and I'll be chilling. If y'all want to come up and say hi, anybody that's in the city, if y'all want to say hi to your boy, drop by. Yes, he has seizures. Yeah, exactly. See, Crimson, you're right. That's what I'm saying. He's not right. He's not right. Right. You're right, Libra. You're right. I forgot about that. So that means he's somewhat epileptic, but like stuff can make you epileptic because I don't ever remember when he was younger and doing a millie and other. I never really remember anybody saying, "Oh, he's epileptic." I don't remember it. Maybe it happened, and somebody else remembered, and maybe a diehard Wayne fan, but I don't ever remember Wayne being epileptic. One thing before I go, I definitely want to cover this. Hold on, if I can find it. Because this stuff is out of hand. Hold on, stuff is out of hand, dude. Let me see if I can find it. Um, all right, so let me find something before we go. I definitely want to go over this. I want to see this. All right, here we go. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. Hold on. Because this right here, to me, is the biggest crock of shit that's going on right now.
Okay, fun fact a lot of people don't know, that cheesecake we went and got was for Beyonce. She was upstairs.
Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Now, whenever somebody wants some traction.
Okay, fun fact a lot of people don't know, that cheesecake we went and got was for Beyonce. She was upstairs the whole time. What we was talking about again? Hold on. Yeah, that's a fun fact people don't know. People like, y'all walked together cheesecake. It was for Beyonce. I'll do it again. But yeah, because at first he was like, I want some cheesecake, but we took all night to do the process, right? So when we got back, it was like 4 or 5 in the morning. And me and Dallon got back first. Let me tell you how green these niggas is. So I'm the type of nigga.
So now, this thing with this cheesecake happened when? When did they go to get this cheesecake? This happened during making the band, right? What year did the band walk for the cheesecake for Diddy? 2003. 2003. 22 years ago. Right? Now, ever since that story dropped, it has always been they went to get cheesecake for Diddy. Now that Diddy got arrested, and now that they're talking about freak offs and celebrities in the freak offs and this person hanging out with them, now all of a sudden, Beyonce, it was for Beyonce. Nobody has ever told this story in 22 years. So you're going to tell me that in 22 years, nobody ever mentioned that it was for Beyonce and she was upstairs with Puffy? Why would she be upstairs with Diddy? See, that's what they want you to start pondering about. Oh, Beyonce was at them parties. What was she doing upstairs with Diddy? MTV, if she was upstairs the whole time, you know how much ratings MTV would have got if they would have showed Beyonce? They would have showed it. Or at least mentioned it. The ratings would have shot up if they would have said, remember back then, they were showing special guests. Can you imagine if MTV had Beyonce as a special guest on that show? The ratings would have been through the roof. That's not something they would keep a secret for all these years. And just because people want Beyonce wrapped up in something, oh, I believe it. I believe it. Crazy. Freddie P, you are a damn liar. How about that? You are a liar. We'll touch more on this, man. I'm gonna do a video on it. We'll touch more on this. I'm about to get up out of here. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel already. If you want to support, send the Cash App to Heaven Hollywood, $ Heaven Hollywood, and we'll catch y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.